Hello, viewers. This is Major General Neelendra Kumar for the YouTube channel Lex Concilium Foundation and the playlist Going Strong. Here I am in conversation with Major General VK Singh, eminent military historian. And today we are talking about one of the very illustrious figures in military leadership of modern India, and that was Lieutenant General Hanut Singh. My question to you is that why do you say that General Hanut Singh is the best armor commander that India has produced?
Okay. Before I start, I'd like to inform the viewers that my book on the military leadership, the one
Which I showed last time.
circulating is in the yellow colored cover. This is the new edition done by Penguin India. So, because Sage has stopped their book publication in India, so anybody who wants it, of course, the name is the same, and you can get it from the same source, including Amazon. Okay. Now, coming to the question, you see, Hanut had become a legend even as a lieutenant colonel. In the Battle of Basantar, which all of you must have heard about, his unit destroyed almost 50 tanks of the enemy. That is no mean achievement. One regiment almost decimated something like two regiments, and for the loss of only 13 tanks. Now, this is something which has never happened earlier. And so, naturally, it is because he was an armor commander. He had done a lot of study on armor, and which he applied all these experiments during the battle. And that is why, even then, he became well known, and even later, his tenures in two corps that and in one armored day that he is the best armor commander we had.
So he had shown his leadership, command of a regiment in this case, Poona Horse, 17 horse during the battle, and that qualified him uh, to earn the honor, the respect, the fame as the armor commander. Thank you. Would you like to also explain and tell the viewers as to why was this title of Fakhr-e-Hind given to 17 horse by the Pakistan army?
Okay. You see, when Hanut joined his regiment in early 1953, he found that Poona Horse had officers from feudal background, very mediocre officers who were not at all professional. They were more interested in horses and polo and shikar. And but they used to talk as if they are the best. And Hanut kept on telling them, look, unless other people say you are the best, don't claim. This is a wrong way to claim. And as you know, after the Battle of Basantar, this title of Fakhr-e-Hind was given to him, given to the regiment by the Pakistan army. And then
Something very, very special.
very special.
Yes.
And the unit's achievements, if you see, they got a PVC in 65, they got a PVC in 1971.
The unit with two Param Vir Chakras.
Yes, Param Vir Chakra, Colonel Tarapur got it in 65, and Arun Khetarpal got it in 1971. This record has not been equaled by any other unit. So, because of this and the performance during the Battle of Basantar, this title of Fakhr-e-Hind, Fakhr-e-Hind means pride of India, was bestowed on them by the enemy. Very rare.
It is something astounding. And
Yes.
you said that he was commissioned in 1953. So
No,
during
not.
the seven.
It was commissioned in 52, December 52. That is the first JSW course.
Okay.
First NDA course passed out, December 52. They joined the units in 53, January 53.
Yes. So during the 71 war, he was a hardened sort of experienced CEO with almost 19 years of service at
Of
that point
course,
of time.
of course.
Yes. Now, it is said that it is General Hanut Singh that when he went to Ahmed Course Center in school, that he wrote that précis, the pamphlet on armor warfare, and he developed the principles of mobile warfare. Would you like to explain that a bit?
Yes, when Hanu joined the Armored Corps, there was no tactical doctrine of armor. He was posted to the Armored Corps Center School in Ahmednagar, and he realized that they don't have any pamphlet or précis. Whatever they had was based on infantry précis issued by the infantry school in Mao, when armor is in support of infantry. So that is the way armor tactics was taught. He said we must have our own tactical doctrine
Because
of mobile warfare.
till then the armor tactics were what were laid down at the infantry school.
Absolutely. So the same thing was taught, and the main thing was it was considered that armor will be in a supporting role always. So he said, no, we must have our own doctrine. And this is because he did a deep study of armor tactics during World War II, especially of the Panzer formations. He had a lot of admiration for the German army, who really, excelled
Yes.
in mobile warfare. And he studied their pamphlets, their literature, and he picked up things from there. And then he wrote the précis, which was used there.
So his knowledge, he had gained that in-depth knowledge by reading, by study, and also by practicing and application on ground.
Yes.
Now, next I would like you to dwell on. There is an incident, it is said, it is quite often talked about, that during the laid down curriculum of that telephone battle at the staff college, when General Hanut was given the role and assignment he was doing of a divisional commander, then at certain stage he just went, he said that he'll go to rest and he went to sleep. Now, what was this incident?
Okay, actually, this incident was sent to me by General Hanut himself.
Okay.
When I wrote to him that I am writing your biography, I would like to have some inputs. Firstly, he sent me a complete note on the Basantar battle, performance of Poona Horse. Of course, he said don't circulate it. It is only for private circulation within the regiment and his rank. And then the draft which I had made, he corrected the draft. And it is not corrected. You can say he rewrote it in pencil, 23 pages. Amazing.
Yes.
And I mean, compared to me, I never served directly under him, though I had served in a neighboring formation. But his first reaction was, I had half a mind not to reply. And this was told to me by General VK Singh. He said he has become a recluse now. He doesn't correspond. He doesn't talk. I'm doubtful he will get a reply. And he wrote exactly the same thing. But after going through the book, your draft, and the other leaders you have included, I felt that at least it will put some spine back into our officer cadre of today. And that is why I think it will do good to.
So, what was that incident?
Coming back to the incident, you see, there was a telephone battle held in Staff College, as usual. He was nominated the GOC. and he was there with the badges of rank of a major general just to make it realistic. And he issued his orders at about 9 o'clock in the evening. After that, after he issued his orders, he said, now, I mean, his concept was once I give the job, let my subordinates, now the brigade commander will give orders, and the CO will give orders, then the battle will start. I should not interfere. So I'll go to sleep. Best thing is, he says, I'm going to take a nap in that room. He had brought his own camp cot from home, and he went to sleep in that room. He says, I'll not be disturbed till there is a crisis. If you feel there is a problem, then please wake me up. Now, he was not woken up. He woke up early in the morning in the normal this thing, and he opened the door. He found all silence, and he walked out, and he found all the classrooms, etc., all vacant. Later, he learned that the exercise had been called off at about 1 o'clock because the enemy had given up. So the exercise was called off. Victory was declared, whatever it is. So I mean, this incident,
Yes. I
the
think the
DS in
lesson,
charge said that he is the GOC. If he has given orders,
yes.
let us not disturb him. So
And
in
I
this,
think a lesson is that
uh,
a senior commander must give time to the juniors and
exactly,
subordinates to implement,
exactly.
to work on his plan and not breathe down their necks.
That is what he has written. He says that the GOC also, after issuing orders, keeps on monitoring everything. He'll be awake throughout the night, and his faculties will not be as sharp as they should be. So why should he stay awake? He's got nothing to do. It is the brigade commanders and COs who will be handling it.
Okay.
So next day, summing up and was done, and this incident was mentioned in the summing up, and then it became the talk of the town.
Now, you had occasion to meet him, General Hanut Singh?
I had occasion to meet him, but formally in this, not while writing his book, because by that time he had
What
moved
sort
to.
of a person was he? What was his personality?
When I was
Like,
in 33 Mechanized Division in Hisar, it was under raising. He was commanding one armored division.
okay.
So a number of in a couple of exercises, we were at the umpire organization on one armored division, and then I attended a couple of sand models and discussion held in one armored div. And similarly, they used to come and attend in our division. Our division was under raising. Their concepts, etc., was still not, formalized. So, as a learning process, our GOC was on the same course, first aid day course. Major General L.B. Sodhi. So, he insisted that all of us will go and attend all the exercises, if we are permitted,
Okay.
in our day. So we used to go and meet him, and but of course there was no formal meeting with him.
So you found that he was he sort of created an impression of a studious, of a person who was actually a commander.
Absolutely, he was such a professional person. I remember in one exercise um, uh, outside, we were the umpire organization. So the army commander was supposed to come and visit. Sundarji was the army commander, and
Who was the army commander? Sundarji.
General Sundarji. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So there used to be a briefing for him in the ops room, which was under a tent. All of us were made to sit down till the army commander comes. The army commander landed in a helicopter nearby. He was not received by the GOC. General Hanut was sitting in his ops room. His ops room used to be a caravan fitted with radios. One of those radio vehicles. He spent all his time there. His orders were, when the GO army commander lands, please call me. Then he came out. And this was the drill he followed throughout. As you know, you mentioned the Taliyar Khan incident.
Yes.
Similar thing happened. Same thing happened when he was Commandant Armored Corps School. The Army Commander General Joshi landed up. He found Commandant is missing. So some other, staff officer was there to receive him. He says, my job is not to receive and see of people. When I'm at work, I'm at work. So
That sort
we've
of
seen this is the
ideas he
first
had, and he
first
could
time
not be
we
bothered.
no, he was not bothered.
Uh,
We used to see him coming on exercises. He used to bring his own caravan and one rover vehicle for his communications. Wherever he went, he parked it there. He just asked for a telephone line. Nothing. No messing arrangements from the local formation. No generator. No nothing. Just a telephone line.
Self-sufficient.
Self-sufficient. And he said, I should not disturb others. That was the feeling.
There is an incident during the Battle of Basantar. It is said that one of the squadrons of 17 horse
Mhm.
went through a minefield, and it traveled, went across more than 600 meters wide minefield without incurring a single casualty. What had happened in that
Yeah.
situation?
You see, a bridgehead had been established by the infantry battalion 16 Madras, which was in the bridgehead, and the armor was then supposed to go there. But there were minefields, extensive minefields, which engineers were clearing. They were in the process of clearing. The complete thing had not been cleared. It was about 2,000 meters wide. 600 meters were still left. When the CO 16 Madras started, saying, I'm under threat by the armor, you please come and help me, otherwise, things will go wrong. So Hanut on his own decided this was not cleared by higher headquarters. He said, we'll go through the minefield. He took a big risk. The engineers who were clearing the minefield initially refused to let them enter. But, the job was given to Major Ajay Singh, who was the 2IC, but the squadron commander of the C Squadron, General Motidar, had been injured, so he was made the squadron commander, and there was a Captain Ravi Deol, he was also given. And they both went. Ravi Deol was leading the first tank, Ajay Singh in the second tank. Surprisingly, the entire squadron went through the minefield without a single casualty. Next day, some other people went, and APC or something went on that, and they blew up. On the train tracks, since the tank tracks were visible, they decided to follow the tracks. And
But how would you explain that following exactly in the same track, and
no,
next morning there is a
you say
blast?
exactly. It's very difficult to say exactly when you're sitting inside a tank. You can't actually measure. You are 1 centimeter away or 2 centimeters away. So the tracks are wide.
Yes,
So it's a risk. But the whole regiment,
enormous risk.
enormous risk which he took, and thank God,
And one has to have confidence.
nobody.
Yes.
No, Hanut later says he attributes this to the hand of Allah. You know what? The standard of the Poona Horse, a silver standard which they had captured in 1857 during the Persian War from
Okay.
the Khuzgai regiment of horse. That is their standard now. They call it the hand of God or the hand of Allah. It was written in Persian,
Okay.
that still there in the regiment. He attributes this to the hand of God. We were saved by God.
The
But
hand of
this
God, when he was protecting, then of
he
course
was
nothing could have gone wrong. That is
it's a
something
big risk.
truly outstanding.